Exposure, the revelation of identity or fact, especially one that is concealed or likely to arouse disapproval. You know, human beings have been exposing each other ever since the dawn of time. For example, Nixon with Watergate, Bubble Bass with his pickles, he's not a human, and also more recently, Ellen DeGeneres just being a straight up asshole, I guess.
Always wanted to be the voice for people who felt like they didn't have a voice, because I know what that feels like.
I mean, who would have thought a person in power abusing that power on people that are, you know, I guess less important to her, according to her? That's crazy. With all this information in my brain, it made me think if there are more to exposed videos that meets the eye. For example, what are the main points of exposed videos? Or the motives behind one? What's the expected result of an exposed video? And does philosophy and psychology have anything to do with exposed videos? Well, you know, virtually grab my hand as we dive deeper into the ideas of exposed videos. To understand the idea of any subject, we must first start at the origin. Now sadly, I couldn't find the first exposed video ever made on YouTube, you know. There's just so many things out there. Now, I bet there were exposed videos, probably of like SS Sniper Wolf doing something. But I do know a tale. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Leafy is Here? It's not a story that YouTube would want you to know. It's a commentator legend.
And I think all of it is cool.
Leafy is Here was a commentator on YouTube so powerful, so popular in fact, that any exposed video that he made on a person would be surely destroyed by his subscribers in a matter of days. Leafy is Here had such a knowledge on exposed videos that he could keep the ones he loved from being exposed. The commentator side of YouTube is what some deem as non-monetizable. He became so powerful that the only thing that he became afraid of was losing his power, and which of course he did. Fortunately, people started to understand the power behind exposed videos, and which a YouTuber named iDubbbz killed Leafy is Here's channel overnight. Ironic. He could destroy other people's YouTube channels by exposing them, but was exposed himself. Just a quick little story. iDubbbz had been making content cops for a little bit while before he made the Leafy exposed video. For example, he made one off Keemstar, but you know, I would say that video is a landmark point on YouTube regarding exposed videos, because no one's ever seen another YouTuber take out someone like that. You know, it's kind of unheard of nowadays. I feel as if this action has set shockwaves throughout the YouTube community, showing that like how you could destroy one another. It really showed how no matter how big the YouTuber was, how, you know, successful he was, he could be destroyed by, you know, just simply being exposed. For my sake, let's mark this point as the origin of the modern day exposed video. You know, nowadays I would assume that if someone tried to make an exposed video off you, they're generally not trying to help you. You know, they're trying to end your career, I would say, or just keep trying to poop on you while you're down. What I say though is that if you notice that someone's doing something bad behind the scenes, and that's bad enough to speak up about it, yeah, then I think you should say something. That's just general knowledge. I feel like that's common sense.
Hello.
But what if the person hadn't done anything wrong, or not wrong, or not being bad as to warrant an exposed video? You know what I'm saying? I.e., enter Toddy Westbrook and James Charles. I got another story to tell. Toddy Westbrook and James Charles were good friends in the video community, with James Charles even referring Toddy Westbrook as a mother to him. But one day, James fucked up. He fucked up bad. On an Instagram story video, James Charles had the audacity, the gall. Is that even a word?
Yes.
James promoted a vitamin company that rivaled Toddy Westbrook's that just basically helps you fall asleep. And James told Toddy that he would never do an advertisement like that because he has a younger audience.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend 1 at Coachella, and they really helped me and my friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys probably already know about their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins, and first of all, they taste so bomb.
What? Toddy said. How could James do this? We're friends. We're friends.
We're friends, right?
She said to herself. I'm like his mama. You know, I breastfed him one time. That pussy-ass bitch, she said. Maybe she said the N-word as well. But after Toddy Westbrook saw that apology, she said, nah. As she commenced Operation Bye Sister.
Husband me, and then it got increasingly demanding at all. And just to get, I don't do well with someone. I think it's important for you guys to talk about that.
One of the videos that sparked one of the biggest sub losses on YouTube history, where Susan, and it even got to the point where Susan had to step in and like help James Charles save his career. He was facing, at one point he lost 1 million subs a day, and that's insane. Now I don't know about you, but Toddy Westbrook seems like a rational and thoughtful person for making Bye Sister, even though James had context to back up why he did it. I mean, you know what they say about girls, right?
I know. There are no girls with good personalities.
But in the end, did Toddy really have to make Bye Sister? I mean, there was motive behind it, but not enough to warrant making an exposed video that almost ruined his career. And after she made it Bye Sister, she told everyone to stop hating him and forgive him, even though she was the one that made the big deal out of it in the first place.
Hold on. This whole operation was your idea.
Oh, and on to the next point. We explain the origin, we explain the motive, and I guess between those two stories we explain what the expected results behind exposed videos are. And now to my favorite part and the final part of the video, the philosophy. Like I stated earlier in the video, we humans have been exposing each other ever since the dawn of time, like for example cavemen, they would expose each other's guts after they stabbed them. But if I were to make an educated guess, a hypothesis of why people decide to make exposed videos about each other or why they're so popular nowadays, it's that it's the inner desire to conquer, to conquer someone, especially someone that we consider evil. And also it's mainly the ability to gain knowledge that most people don't know about. But back to that main point, the inner desire to conquer. We would like to be remembered for defeating something that was evil, or exposing something that was evil, that was right in front of our faces, that we never knew all along. But looking at society or everyone as a whole, I see that exposed videos are more of a way to gain power, I would say. I'm kind of guilty of this myself. You go down to my YouTube videos in the past, I make videos. I'm not really trying to expose them, I would say. I was just trying to make fun of them. Probably not that funny. I feel like it's not in the when people make exposed videos nowadays, I would say it's not in the context of doing something good. These people are evil, and I'm not saying that the people that he's talking about aren't evil, or like not necessarily evil, but aren't doing something bad behind the scenes. And when it gets to the point when you keep on trying to make exposed videos on people, it just shows that you're just doing it for views. It seems like it's more of a way to gain power and popularity, and people want to know what's going on with their favorite celebrities. Why do you think TMZ is as big as it is? That's all they do on that show is gossip, and sometimes make rumors, sometimes they expose the truth. I'd also strive to the conclusion that people would also want to find something bad about somebody than rather find something good about the person. I believe that there should be not that there's really is a problem with exposed videos, and I'm not trying to make it a problem. I'm just trying to find a deeper meaning of it in a way that would be good for society, is that you have an equal amount of good exposure, like people that do good things, and I believe that people, and they do get exposed sometimes, and an equal amount of bad things that get exposed between people. But I would say that there are more bad things being exposed than good, and it makes people more bitter and aggressive towards one another. not really aggressive, but it depends on the issue that you're talking about. You know, like if all we're shown is just bad things about people, how does that make us feel about anything? We're probably just going to be more hesitant to trust one another, more hesitant to you know, have one each other's backs. I mean, you should always be hesitant, especially if it's a stranger, but you know, I think if we expose more good and good qualities about other people, especially about celebrities, it makes people more trust. Sorry, my video died. It would make people a little bit more happy knowing that there's a lot more good things going on, or that there's an equal amount of good things going on, such as bad, you know. But in conclusion, I would say that there needs to be an equal balance of exposed videos on YouTube, good and bad. We need to understand that the world isn't just all bad, or the world just isn't all good, because having, you know, being too good at something could also potentially be bad, because you forget of what the bad things really are. And you know, and usually in times of prosperities, like usually around kingdoms and empires, if you look at Rome, they crumble from the inside, and because I think people start getting paranoid, they start turning on each other, they start becoming corrupt, and they just aren't being exposed, I guess. And that's how they crumble, from inner revolutions and shit like that happening. But my question is, what do you guys think about it? Did you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Did you guys agree that my ideas are fluent enough to understand or not? But leave your opinions down in the comments below, and I would love to have a discussion more about this topic with you guys. I think it'd be kind of fun. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's interesting enough, and you new and unique. Hopefully can maintains people's attention throughout. But yeah. Hope to see you guys next time. Peace.